I.Eat.Games. Yeah.
Hey Vault Hunters, Mark here, and we are working on Troy Calypso, and this is a big, fun, wacky, fast-paced fight. And I'm going to give you a couple tips that'll hopefully help you out. So, in this fight, we're going to have lots of movement, and we're going to keep him at a distance. He likes to sort of stay in the middle of the arena. There's a square there. He likes to hang out there for the most part. Every once in a while, he will come out and attack you. I'm going to show you a couple things that'll help avoid some of those attacks. So be aware of the edge of the arena, because if you fall off into the water, that's going to make the fight a lot more difficult. Let's see. So he has one health bar. He doesn't have any armor. He doesn't have a shield. So we're going to be focusing on that one health bar. We're going to go for headshots. That's where you can get your crits in. He is also immune to radiation. So try to get a yellow radiation weapon. That will help you out a lot. He has a ton of energy ball attacks. We're going to be stepping back from those so that we can step in between the energy balls. So again, we're going to be fighting at a distance for the most part. He has these flaming pillar attacks. I'll show you how to avoid those and what to look for. Also, in this, I was trying some new strategies. So you're going to see me make mistakes. Mistakes happen. So please, if I miss something or I leave something out, please just leave a comment so we can help out anybody else who might need some more tips. But hopefully I'm going to give you enough here where you're going to be able to go in there and take out Troy without very many issues. But it's a pretty long fight. And so like I said, if you have a radiation, that really helps out a ton, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So you can see there's a big giant square, or it's a diamond, depending on your perspective. And he tends to stick kind of in there, so don't go in there. There's really no need to go in there. Now, there's a gap in between those energy spheres. We are going to back up. You can see me jump over it there, but the best practice really is to go backwards and just beware of the edge of the arena, because you don't want to walk off the arena, but you want to go back enough to where you can build up a gap. And you can go through them or just jump over them if you can. It's pretty easy to dodge these for the most part, but every once in a while he will do something like throw the energy balls, and then he will come and he'll do this dash attack. So here comes some of his missiles. The missile attack is also pretty simple. Now, when you see him jump into the air, we have to be mindful of those energy balls that are coming. He tends to slam down right next to you. So there's another energy ball he unleashes as he jumps. I'm going to show you this again. I jump just like a hair, half a second before he lands. And so it's just a rhythm that you're going to have to get down and get used to. But once you get it, you can avoid his first energy ball attack, and you can avoid his second energy ball attack, which comes right when he slams into the ground. And it's just a rhythm thing, like I said, so you just kind of have to get used to it. Now, again, keep your fight at a distance, and when he does this dash attack, just try and slide to the left or to the right. If you can run, this is probably his hardest attack to avoid, so you want to try and go sprint to the right or the left. They're his rockets. Rockets are super easy. They're pretty slow. They're like Quake 2 slow rockets. So you can just basically strafe out of their way. But you know what? We're all in this fight. We are constantly moving and strafing. We're moving around, we're dodging, we're backing up, and at the same time we're taking shots, sometimes pot shots, at his head or his body. Now, when these walls close in, you can see there's these pretty big gaps. Honestly, I didn't really have any issues with the walls. If you keep backing up and moving to the left or the right, you're eventually just going to slide out of that wall, the walls that close in. So again, back up, move left, or move right. Pick a side, and eventually you'll just move your way through. Now, when his health bar turns white like this, he's immune to damage, so don't attack him. It's just going to be a waste of ammo. This is your opportunity to go around, and of course, watch out for his attacks, but pick up any ammo, because there are no crates. The ammos are going to come from all the ammo is going to come from all the ads. So walk around, pick up any ammo from any of the guys you may have killed, and be ready for him to come back. So he has a couple different phases, and he'll fly up like this, and now what he's going to do, he's going to create this gigantic bomb in the center of it. So to disarm the bomb, we got to shoot these little boxes right there. They're super easy to hit, and if you don't disarm this bomb, it's actually not that big of a deal, because the bomb explodes. You can see it was a good look at what the little laser boxes look like. I'm pretty sure that's not the official name. I'm pretty sure they're not called laser boxes, but that's what I'm going to call them. Oh, by the way, here, so when those pillars come shooting to the ground, you can see there's a little glow on the ground, and it's pretty fast. I mean, you only get like a second or two to get out of there. But try to be mindful of those little sparklies, the yellow sparklies, because that means a pillar is coming for you. But again, keep moving. You can see the bomb just blew up, and it didn't even hit me. So it's not the end of the world if you don't shoot down those laser boxes. Okay, so there's that attack, and I totally missed it. I got the rhythm off on that one. So we're moving back, we're sliding through the gaps, and remember, keeping distance from him, going back and forth, let him come to you, and when he does this attack, jump, run, slide through, attack. There we go. So if you're feeling frustrated because you can't get that attack down, remember, we're doing it just a hair before he jumps, or before he lands right next to us. It's once you get that rhythm down, it'll be pretty easy. Although I'm doing a terrible job of avoiding it suddenly. But yeah, so here are the ads, and of course the ads are good for second wind. So you want to try and keep some of the ads around if you can, just in case. And here he is with the closing wall attack. He does that, and he does this, the energy ball attack, a ton. Although the energy attack he does the most. Now again, here we go. The health bar is white. He is immune to everything. Go ahead and pick up ammo. Take out any ads that might be spawning. Avoid the pillars of fire. And keep moving. And now the bomb is arming. So do what you can and start shooting those laser boxes if you'd like. If you don't want to worry about it, you don't have to. You can focus on ads. And you just stay on the outskirts, and the bomb shouldn't hurt you. But let's go ahead and take one out. That was a little too late. It already blew up. So now he's back, and you can see we're probably at about 60% health here. And I'm fortunate enough to have a corrosive weapon. Hopefully you have one too. If this fight is proving to be too difficult, you know, there's a fast travel spot right before this arena. I mean, you could head out and try and go collect some kind of radiation gun. That would probably help you out if you're hitting a wall here with this guy. But anyway, again, you can see that I'm mostly backing up and running away from this guy. I'm keeping my distance, which is kind of the key. Now also, try to keep in mind that, here come the energy balls, try to keep in mind that you want to protect yourself and your health first before taking shots. If you're dying a lot, maybe the priority is you're trying to shoot him before you save yourself. Remember, you've got to dodge all these energy balls. You've got to jump, you've got to get out of the way. Do that stuff first, and then shooting him is the second priority. That way, I know it may sound obvious to most of you, but sometimes, you know, when you get in these long fights, you hit a wall, you can get frustrated, you forget the basics. So yes, he's immune again. We're at about 50% health here. So again, more energy pillars. His attacks are going to change up soon here. They're going to introduce some new attacks. We have some ads. We're going to take out those laser boxes, and again, with like a pistol or even like an assault rifle, something that has some accuracy, you can take out those laser boxes fairly easily. And then once you do that, he'll come back down, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do dodging through those energy balls. He likes to talk a lot. We're almost done with his second phase. Jump. He still hit me kind of right there. And keep shooting, keep aiming for the head, slide in between those energy balls, and then back up. Try to get in between the cracks of those walls so you can slide through. Oh, he got me there again. And you can see there's a ton of ammo on the ground, by the way. Although I didn't burn through too much of it, I've upgraded my pistol, at least the ammo capacity, quite a bit. Okay, so here we are. We're entering his final phase. So again, don't waste ammo on him. Take care of any of the ads. Avoid any of attacks. Pick up any ammo you may need. And so when he does this, when he sort of he thrusts his sword up, you can see he's conjuring like that gigantic rock sword, and all the rocks are flying around and forming the sword. You can back up like I did here, but actually I recommend running to the left or the right. It's fairly easy. Once you know it's coming, it's fairly easy to dodge. But if you move quickly left or right and strafe it or just run, you should be fine. That attack, it doesn't happen too quickly. Now, this is one of his final attacks. It's only in the final stage. He will summon and throw a ton of these rocks. You want to get some distance between you and him when he does this, because it's easier to see the rocks coming. But even if they hit you, I mean, they do a fair amount of damage, but avoiding them is pretty easy. Again, so you're going to create a big space, and you want to go back into that area where I was. It does help out quite a bit, because some of the rocks, they seem to fly faster than others. Okay, so we're getting near the end here. We are moving back left and right, and he is flying up, smashing the ground, summoning those walls. We're pulling back, strafing left or right, and we are moving. We are keeping our distance, and here he goes. He's going to start freaking out here in a little bit, but don't stop shooting. All right, so white health bars. You know what that means. We're not going to shoot him. Try to get, like, this is the good opportunity to get when he's building up his attack, is to go to the back of the arena and keep an eye out for those gigantic rocks, and you're going to move left or right to try to avoid them. So here comes the sword. You know what to do. You can't destroy that sword, at least not that I could tell. I was trying to see if I could do something there. I was trying to see if he had like a weakness or something, but no, really, you just want to dodge out of the way, left or right. And remember, when he does that jump attack and he slams down right next to you, just jump right before he hits the ground. You should be able to avoid it. And then, you know what's interesting about all these phases? Not much actually changes with his patterns. His patterns stay mostly the same through all 3 phases. He just gets a couple different attacks. So it's just a long, drawn-out fight, and he doesn't have a lot of different attack stances or moves. So it's just learning the rhythm of what he's going to do, when he's going to do it. And again, you want to take care of yourself, just like I did with that jump. You learn the rhythm of when he jumps up, when he's going to slam down, you're going to jump right over it. And he's getting, now towards the end, when his health is low, he gets pretty spastic and he starts jumping. But once you've learned all this stuff, it becomes fairly easy to dodge his attacks and be prepared. Alright guys, that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit. Thanks for checking out my video. Good luck.